السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. So inshallah ta'ala today we are beginning our last lesson inshallah ta'ala الدرس الرابع والثلاثون lesson number 34. And this lesson will give us, we already know stuff, nothing new here, but just give you the reasons for diptotes, right? It gives you the reasons for diptotes, like why is William diptote, right? Why is William diptote? Okay, it just gives you a reason. I mean, we already know already. It just theoretical stuff, which he brought it in the last lesson. Why did he bring it now? Well, many people what they do is they bring all these reasons in the beginning itself, and that's how they explain. Right, this is because of one reason and two reasons. But he wanted his book to be complete. So, inshallah, this is what he brings at the Sawabi wa Thalathun. So, anytime we get a diptote here, we'll ask what is the reason, right? And is it practically important to know the reasons? Sometimes, but most of the time we remember the word itself. Like William, we know it as Mamnu min Asar, but technically there's a reason behind it. Okay, we'll go into the reason. So, there's a whole list of reasons and what is what is what. But I feel more beneficial is to bring it in a practical way, right? Practical way, inshallah. That whenever it comes, we'll look into the reason. Okay, let's begin the lesson, inshallah. Al Mudaris, because he'll list down all the reasons, anyways, in the last. Yeah? So, Aina William, where is William? Now, William, why is it Mamnu min as-sarf? Why is it Mamnu min as-sarf? So, it has two reasons, right? Two reasons. One is what? It is foreign, Ajami, and it is plus alam. It is a name. So anytime a foreign name comes, foreign name. Anytime a name comes which is foreign, non-Arabic, it is diptote. Right? Very simple. It should be a name. It should be a name. There are some exceptions to this foreign thing also. Like some names like Nuhun. He'll give in the example. Nuhun is foreign. But why is it not? Why does it take tanween? Because it has three letters. So any three-letter foreign name with the middle as a sukoon is munsarif, is a triptode. Like for example, George, and Georgian. Now you might say this is foreign name. Yes, of course, but this is the three-letter name and the middle letter is sukun. So they give an exception for these three-letter names, but most of the foreign names, almost all of the foreign names should be a diptode unless it is three letters. And the other conditions also, right? So Bilalun says, Bilal safara ila Makkah. Now, why is Makkah a diptode? Why it is ghair munsarif? Well, it is a name as well as it's feminine. Feminine. So any name which is feminine should be a diptode. So here it was a foreign name plus foreign. Right? Name plus foreign. Here it is name plus feminine. Name plus feminine. Correct? Name plus feminine. So Makkah is feminine. City names are generally feminine. So that's why. Safara ila Makkah. He traveled to Makkah. Ma aqribaihi, with his relatives. Qaribun aqriba, relatives. Alladhina ja'u min London. Those who came from London. So London again. Why? Because it's a city name which is it's a foreign name. Yeah, it's a foreign name plus it's a name. It's foreign plus it's a name. Alam plus Ajami. Okay. So, yeah, I hope it is clear, inshallah ta'ala. Then we have Al-Mudarris. Kaifa halu Georgin al-yawm? How is George today? Now he brought a name which is foreign, but it is three letters and the middle is a sukun. So you might say, oh, George. George should be ghair munsarif. Why is it not ghair munsarif? Well, because it is three letters, right? Three letters, and the middle is a sukun. The middle is a sukun. So this is an exception for which Arabs give an exception. Kaifa halu Georgin al-yawm? How is George today? So this is munsarif. Kanat bihi humma. He had humma. Humma is what? Fever. So he had fever. The humma is feminine. Humma is feminine because there are three signs of feminine, three signs of female. One is the ta marbuta, the other is alif maksura, this alif without ya without dots, and the alif is another is alif mamduda. Three signs of being female. This is also feminine. So this is feminine, and it needs only one reason. Now you might say, it's not a name. Fever is not a name. Yes. These are big reasons. Alif ta'nith, Alif Tanith is, it's called Alif Tanith, both of them, like this one and the Alif Maksura and Mamduda, both are called Alif Tanith. So if this comes, right, it becomes a diptode. I mean, you can say it's diptode, but it's, yeah, I mean, it's actually manqus, Musa, 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 no? Because diptode, there should be a fatha, dhamma, nothing. But they said this is a diptode because you estimate a dhamma. So hummayu and hummaya. There's no kasra here. I mean, it's not required to know this because you don't see the dhamma fatha kasra. Humma is always humma. But when you say dhamma muqaddara, fatha muqaddara, you don't say kasra muqaddara. That's the only difference in it. Huh? So this is called alif maqsura, muannath alif tanith al maqsura. This is alif of maqsura. But are all names with alif maqsura feminine? No. We have Musa, no? Musa. Musa, no. But why Kanat? Oh, he had, no? He's asking how is he today because he had. Oh, Humma is female, no? That's why Kanat. Maybe your question is that. Humma, just what that's what we're talking about. But he's been, yeah, yeah, yeah. He had, yeah. In English, um, literally we can translate as the he is male. Yeah, yeah. Bihi. So fever was with him. You see, fever was with him. Hmm. Fever was with him. Yeah. I translated he had, so that might be confusing. Yeah, yeah. He fever was with him. Be he with him or yeah. So Kana's ismu Kana is Humma and Bihi is Jar Majud Khabar Kana. Bilal says, Huwa al-yawma ahsanu walhamdulillah. He's now better. Walhamdulillah. Now ahsanu. Why is this a dipdot? So this is it a name? No, it's not a name. It's a wasf. It's a sifa or the wasf. That means it's a descriptive noun, not the sifa of Mausuf sifa. Noun. It's a descriptive word. Correct? And it is on the pattern of. So fever with anyone will be kanat. Yeah, kanat bihi humma. If you're saying in that way, how do you say he had lahu humma humma? I mean, you don't say lahu, I guess. You use bihi. Yeah. And ahsan is on the pattern of af'al pattern. So verb pattern plus descriptive noun. These are the two reasons. He'll give these reasons. Inshallah, he's now better. So he brought this sentence for two things. One is George, humma, or three things actually, and ahsan, right? Look at the beauty he makes sentences, yeah? I mean, with few sentences, he brings all the examples. Alhamdulillah. Even in the last, he makes it so simple. Even the last lesson, like, because some people, what they do is in the starting of the book, they make it easy. But at the end of the week, come on, you're in the last lesson, you should be able to do it. No, he'll explain everything. Even in the last sentence. Al-Mudarisu. هذه دفاتر طلحة ويزيد وعمر ومعد كذبة. Now, dafatir. Why is this غير منصرف? Why is this ممنوع من الصرف or غير منصرف? This is the pattern of mafa'il or fa'il. How do you know which pattern? You'll have an aliful jama. This alif, right? This is the alif. And after that, two letters or three letters. Three letters with the middle with a sukun. We talked about this in book one also. So this alif and then two letters. So generally the patterns with this pattern, mafa'il, some people say, oh, fa'il, whatever. Those are. And these patterns, these patterns are called muntahal jumur, al-jamul mutanahi. Some people call it muntahal jumur, the ending of the plurals. Because there might be some words which will have a plural and then another plural, right? But these words, these words do not have any plural. So muntahal jumur, the ending sigal, mafa'il or mafa'il pattern. Because why some people say fa'il? Because mafa'il, you might think starting is a meme, but the starting is not a meme. So mafa'il is one of the patterns, but fa'il is more correct, I believe. Fa'il, because it could be mafa'il, sometimes it could be fa'il more to sometimes, like here. Because even I used to get confused. They're saying mafa'il. Where's the meme? There's no meme, but it could be there, like makatib and so on. But it is the easiest way to identify is alif. After that, two letters. Don't look at all the patterns and all that. هذه دفاتر, so diptot. طلحة, why is this a diptot? It's a name plus a feminine, but it's a name for a boy. He gave an example. We learned there are some names for boys, men, which have ta marbuta. It is feminine on word level. Like the word itself is feminine, but the meaning is for boys. So it could be the ta marbuta, right? The ta marbuta gives it the indication. Then Yazid. Yazid, why is it a diptot? It's a name plus verb pattern. You might say, which verb is this? The verb is zada yazidu, to increase. So somebody put their name, in the Arabs, Yazid, Yazidu. So it is similar to a verb, Yazidu, right? So they don't give tanween to that. No Yazidun, zada Yazidu. Then Umar, Umar. This is called adl. What is adl? Change, transformation, you can say, right? Transformation. Why is this change? Literally, adl is something which is a category where if it did not fit in any of the else, they created this. So some people say Umar name was actually Amir. Amir, and it was changed into Umar. That is why this is a diptot. So the name plus adl. So adl means transformation, change. Adala ani shay, yani from change. Adl also means to do justice. Adala also means change. So that's why it's called adl, change. Yani tagayyur. ومعدي كريب. معدي كريب, again, this is a compound. So name plus compound. معدي كريب. It's just a name which it had some meaning. Ma'ad means, and Karib means something, or Yakrib means something. So this name. So he says what? This is the notebook of Talha, Yazid, Umar, and Mahdi Karib. These are the notebooks, the Fatir, no? Aina hum, where are they? Yazidu says, diptot, right? Ha nahnu ulai ya ustad. Here we are, oh ustad. Ha nahnu ulai. We learned ha huwa dha, ha hiya the, ha ulai, ha hunna ulai. Means here they are, here is, here I am, ha another. And this is for we, here we are. Ha nahnu ulai. So for singular, we say ha huwa dha. We add a dha at the end. And then for plurals, we add ulai at the end. Ha hum ulai. Here they are. Ha hunna ulai. Here they are for feminine. It's just the way, here we are and all that. That's mabni, ha, nada, it's all that. المدرس تكتبون في دفاتركم أشياء لا صلة لها بالدرس. The teacher is talking something else now. You are writing in your notebooks. Now, he just told us dafatir is a diptot. But all diptots, almost 90% of diptots, maybe all of them, they become triptotes, they become munsarif when you make it mudaf ilayhi, or add alif lam. So two ways to make a diptot, triptot. One is make it mudaf ilayhi, and the other is what? Add alif lam to it. Add alif lam to it. So fi dafatiri, why did it get a kasra? It should not get kasra, right? They hate kasra. Well, it is a mudaf ilayhi now. It is what? It is mudaf ilayhi now. Fi dafatirikum, right? So he's giving an example of the same dafatir to show us that this become mudaf ilayhi. And ashya'un, in your writing your notebooks, things. This is mansub because of taktubuna's maf'ulun bihi. Now ashya'a is given an example of alif and mamduda, alif mamduda. The alif and the hamza, things. So this is also female, right? So that's why it is called غير منصرف or mamnu min as-sarf. La silata laha bid-darsi. There's no relation. Sila is relation, connection. And this is la nafiyatul lil jins, law of class negation. This is called ismula mabni al al-fath, and this is khabar la with darsi jar majrur, with darsi with the lesson. Ma'di Karib says, this is also غير منصرف, no? Compound now, compound now. نسمع من علماء مسائل شرعية أو نحوية فنكتبها في هذه الدفاتر. Ma'di Karib says, نسمع من علماء. Ulama, again, alif mamduda, no? The alif and hamza. We hear from the scholars, مسائل شرعية. مسائل, see, mafa'il pattern, no? Alif and two letters. So this is what? Muntahal Jumu pattern. Muntal Jumu. Why is it Ghair Munsal? Because Muntal Jumu. Plural with alif and two letters or three letters. شرعية أو نحوية. We hear from the scholars issues of شرعية or grammatical. فنكتبها, so we write it in running notes. We write them in these notebooks في هذه الدفاتر. Now his same dafatir is brought with alif lam to show us that this has become munsarif now. Why? We added alif lam or al. So any diptote you make it triptotes by adding alif lam. Al mudarisu, al ahsanu. See, he brought al ahsanu. He brought ahsanu with alif lam. The better thing is, the better or the best thing is أن تخصصوا لهذه المسائل دفاتر مستقلة. اقرأ الدرس يا مروان. Have another note. He says الأحسن, the good thing is الأحسن أن تخصصوا لهذه المسائل. Again مسائل added alif lam. So this became a triptode. الدفاتر again غير منسلم مستقلة, separate notebook. تخصص no. هذه الدفاتر, yeah, دفاتر is not, and دفاتر is object of تخصص. خصص يخصص form to make it specific, specialize, make a specific book, separate book for running notes. اقرأ الدرس يا مروان, read the lesson. وما مروان, Madwano, yeah, he brought Madwan now. Why did Madwan? It's a name plus alif noon, name plus ism plus alif noon at the end. So any noun with alif noon at the end should be غير منصرف. مروان said قال تعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ قلتم فاعدلوا ولو كان ذا قربى. And if you say do just, even if it is close ones, relatives or close ones. In this verse, where's قربى? Yeah, قربى. قربى has alif مقصورة. رمضان, سفيان, مروان, yeah, alif noon, yeah. anu. فرجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان أسفا. So Musa returned to his people. Musa, why is it diptote foreign? Yeah, foreign plus Ajami, it's a name plus foreign. And غضبان, why is this anu? It's a descriptive noun. Descriptive noun. Was plus what is it? Was plus anu, alif noon. Asifa is sorrowful. Asifa Yasif. And this is hal, no? How did Musa return? Ghadbana as well as Asifa. He returned angry as well as sorrowful. So he was both angry as well as sorrowful because his people again started doing shirk. وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى وثلاثة ورباع. فإن خفتم, if you fear Allah تقسطوا, that you'll not be just, you'll not be able to do justice. أقسط يقسط في اليتامى. يتامى غير منصرف because of ألف مقصورة. ألف مقصورة here. فانكحوا, then marry whatever you please. طاب لكم, whatever is طاب يطيب. من النساء, from the women. مثنى, ثلاثة, and رباع. Now these are also called in adl. معدول. They are on the pattern of fu'al generally. Fu'al generally. And matna means, ithnani ithnani. Literally, it means 2 by 2. Matna means 2 into 2. 2 into 2. Thulath means 3 by 3. And ruba means 4. And so marry 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. That means what? Marry in 2s, in 3s, and 4s. So instead of saying ithnani, they have a word called. So matna, why is it a ghayr munsarif? Because they say it was literally ithnani in 2s, 2, 2. And then they made it to matna. It was changed from ithnani into chain. And sulath was what? Thalatha. And they changed into thulath. So they have this reason. So that is why fu'al pattern, fu'al, sulath, ruba, khumas, sudas, but not for matna. So they are called this thing. Ma'adul, adl. So these are also ghayr munsarif because of adl. Umar says, Ya Ustad. So he brought this verse for Yatama as well as Matna, Thulath, Ruba. Masna wa Thulatha wa Ruba. Remember, Salatha means 3, but Sulath means 3, 3. 3, 3. So generally a pattern of Fu'al as well as Maf'al pattern, Matna. Like thulath, ruba, matna. Matlath is also used. Matlath, three at a time, two at a time. Matlath, not one third, not one third. That is rubu, khums, khumus, and so on. Those are fractions. Huh? This is not one third. It's like three means three at a time. So marry three at one time. I mean, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not fractions. Matna means two. That is two at a time. Umar says, Ya Ustadu, kam ma'nan li'an. In, sorry. How many meanings for in he has? So he's bringing remaining, points. Ta'ati in li ma'anin. In comes for many meanings. Minha ashartu. Hmm? In, generally we learned in means if for condition, but sometimes it could be something else. Minha shartu kama fi qawli ta'ala. It could be condition. Wa in khiftum. If you fear. Hmm? If you fear. But وَمِنْهَا النَّفْيُ. There's an in of negation which gives the meaning of ma. كما في تنزيل in هذا إلا. And very common, this is common. If in comes with إلا, that means ما هذا إلا في غير القرآن. ما هذا إلا قول البشر. This is nothing except the speech of the humans. Right? They used to say the Quran is nothing in هذا إلا قول البشر. So in, this is called in nafiya. So how do you identify which in is condition and which is negation? Well, you have illa with it all the time. Right? From what I remember, illa is always there all the time. In hada, so this is the second type of in. This is the first time. This is second. But sometimes there's a short form of inna mukhaffafa. Watati mukhaffafatan min inna. So inna should actually come inna, but sometimes it is, lighter form is in. In كما في قوله تعالى, like in وإن كنت من قبله لمن الغافلين. And if you were before, no, because it doesn't make sense. If you were before from the unaware people, غافل, no. وإن, this in is actually inna's short form, inna's lighter form, inna. But inna can come with nouns only, but kana is a verb. So we use a lighter form, we use in. That is qad kunta. You can use laqad, or you could use fi ghayr al-Quran. So when kunta min qabli, you want to stress the past tense verb, you use qad, laqad, like that. But if you want to use inna, you have to use the lighter form. So don't get confused. And it's very easy to identify because you find a verb after it. Verb after. I mean, with this also you have a verb, maybe not that easy. Maybe you have to see the context. Yeah, it won't make sense because there'll be no jawabu shart. And another thing, yeah, in Alfiya, I've read in Alfiya that one way to identify is you'll find a lam also many times. Lam also, because in plus lam, skating lam, no lam. This is called what in Arabic? There's some name, lam. Some lam. This is lam ibtida, the first lam, and then you push the lam back. So you find the lam also, which gives you away. Lam muzhalaqa, yeah, or something, yeah, muzhalaqa. Lam muzhalaqa, yeah, is halaqa, muzhalaqa, yeah. So that is also one of the indication. I wa innaka kunta. So in kunta, you have to add a ka in between. That means surely you were. Wa innaka kunta. تلاحظ ما معنى قوس قزح. What is the meaning of قوس قزح? What is the meaning of قوس قزح? I don't know from where is it. Is this asking what is the meaning of قوس قزح? The teacher says هو قوس. قوس is a bow, I guess. Oh no, this is rainbow. Yeah, قوس قزح, I think it's rainbow. Yeah, قوس قزح is rainbow. قزح. What is rainbow? هو قوس, it is a bow min nurin, from light. يظهر في السماء, which appears in the sky. ترى, it is seen. This is passive. فيه ألوان الطيف متتابعة. The rainbow colors. طيف is like rainbow, I guess. And wow, the Vibgyor colors, spectrum. Yeah. ألوان الطيف, طيف is the spectrum colors. Violet, indigo, blue, and all this. متتابعة, continuously. one after the other. وما معنى زحل يا أستاذ? And what is the meaning of زحل? Why did he bring قوس قزح? Maybe to show a compound word made of two things, yeah? And this is also mansub, I mean غير منصرف. قوس قزح. Nuh said, Ma mana Zuhal, what is Zuhal? Zuhal is a star. He brought it before also, Zuhal, in one of the lessons in book 2, I believe, Zuhal. Um, it is one of the stars. Huwa ahadul kawakibi. It is one of the stars. Kawakib should also have been غير منصرف, but it has alif lam. يدخل شاب, a young man enters. Huwa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. He says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ana talibun jadidun min Afghanistan. He brings a student from Afghanistan because, yeah, foreign. Wasmi Shahun, and my name is Shah. A foreign name, Shah. Now, it's a foreign name, but why does it take a tanween? Because it's three letters. Three-letter foreign names with a sukun in between. Like Nuhun, example, no, similar Shah is also a name, foreign name, but three letters with a sukun in between. So it is munsarif, takes tanween, takes kasra. And Afghanistan is ghair munsarif, obviously. So the new guy, Shah, he just says Shah. Shah is generally used as surname. But yeah, maybe. Ahlan wa sahlan. Min ayyi madinatin min muduni Afghanistan anta? From which, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. From which of the cities of Afghanistan are you? From which city? From the cities of Afghanistan are you? Min Balkh. Balkha. He's from Balkh. Balkha. Balkh. Yadkhulul Muraqib, some city. Muraqib enters. Last time we'll see the Muraqib again, right? Because he'll never come back now. Last lesson, right? Afil Fasli Kara, see you. Last time he's asking, do you have chairs? I mean, whole class is over, whole book is over. Still he's asking, do you have enough chairs? Kafiyatun. Kara, see you. Or makatibu. This is also all he's bringing plurals with alif and three letters or alif and two letters, yeah. Karasi you. غير منصرف makatibu kafiyatun. Do you have enough chairs and tables? Yeah. Muraqib. He's disturbed us so many times, yeah, till now. Al-Mudarris says, La. Do you have enough tables and chairs? La. نحتاج إلى ثلاثة مكاتب أخرى. No. Do you have enough chairs? He says, no. We don't have enough chairs. We need يحتاج three other tables. Ukhara. Ukhara is also غير منصرف. فعل pattern. Umar pattern. No, this is ثلاثة مكاتب أخرى. We need three more tables. Three other tables. Al-Muraqib. Musarran. Musarran. Musarran means Sara, secretly, whispering. Musar. So now is whispering also. Musarran. Sara. This is Ismul Maful from Sara. And I think it's Yusirru. Sirran. Sirra is secretly, no? So Musarran. Asar, yeah. Oh, it's from Asara Yusirru. Sorry. Asara Yusirru. From four. From four. Asara Yusirru. Musirrun. Musarrun. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Musarrun. Whispering. Yasalul Mudir one William. The principal asking about William. Right? William is some spoiled kid or whatever. Al-Mudarris. Kullahu innahu min ahsani tullab. No, he's the best student. Say to him that indeed he is from the best students of the class. Why did he bring this sentence? Maybe William, maybe again he's bringing William example. And ahsani mudaf, it becomes a munsarif because it's mudaf, no? Okay. Khullahu innahu min ahsani tullabil fasli. Say to him that indeed he is from the best students of the class. Yasma'u ghaninul jaras. The bell ring is heard. So bell rings. نذهب الآن إلى معمل اللغة. We will now go to the معمل اللغة, the lab, language lab. معمل. This is called اسمه مكان, no? مفعل pattern. اسمه مكان. We learned in some 6th lesson or something. اخرجوا بهدوء وامشوا مثنى مثنى. Why did he bring us all this? Let's go to bring this matna matna. Leave with calm, peacefully. Wamshu and walk 2 by 2s. So 2 at a time. Okay. Matna matna. That's it. Right. So now they are going to the lab. And we'll never meet them again now. The teacher, inspector and all that. Now he'll explain all the rules, yeah. Very simple, inshallah. But just a list. ورد في هذا الدرس أمثلة للممنوع من الصرف. In this lesson, We've seen examples of mamnu min as-sarf. وهو الاسم المعرب الذي لا يلحق التنوين. And what is mamnu min as-sarf? If you don't know, go back to book 1. Right? But he says it is a noun, mu'rab noun, does not attach with tanween. So book 1 he ended with mamnu min as-sarf. Book 2 again with mamnu, I mean book 3 again with mamnu min as-sarf. This will not leave us. وهو على نوعين. It is on 2 types. نوع يمنع من الصرف لعلة واحدة. So this is a type which is prevented from sarf, that is a diptote, because of one big reason, one super reason. والنوع يمنع لعلتين. And a type which is prevented from sarf, that is it's a diptote, for 2 reasons, 2 small reasons. So 1, 2. Okay. So one big reason. What are the big reasons? He'll explain what is that big reason. So if this one reason comes from the big super reason, make it mamnu min as-sarf. But these, you should have a match of 2 things, like a name plus so and so, description plus so and so. Because every name is not a diptote, no? Like Muhammadun is not. Al-mamnu min as-sarf li'illatin wahidatin. So what is that one super reason, mega reason? What is that one big reason? Like if this comes blindly, make it غير منصرف. What are those reasons? they are ما كان مختوما بألف التأنيث المقصورة أو الممدودة. ومن أمثلته, if it is مختوما means ending. Khatam also means a ring, and you seal the letter, no? So مختوم ending, you seal it, you finish it. So what is ending with alif التأنيث المقصورة? The alif of female of مقصورة. What is alif مقصورة? Musa, Musa, Musa. And alif mamduda, wa min amthilati, from its examples. So blindly, if these comes, make it ghair munsarif, right? Marda. I mean, literally, practically speaking, we don't care if they're diptotes or triptotes, because we can't see the dhamma fatha kasra. I mean, anyways, doesn't matter at all. But yeah, if you're doing the analysis, if you put min before, you don't say kasra muqaddara, you say fatha muqaddara, like min marda. You say جار مجرور, and this is وعلامة جره فتحة مقدرة لأنه من ممنوع من الصرف, because it's from ممنوع من الصرف. I mean, that's some technicals. Dunya alif, no, this is a normal alif. This is a normal alif, right? But still takes, because these are some special words. If you learn tajweed, they're like 4 words like this: dunwan, dunya, qinwanun, sinwanun, sinwanun, qinwanun, dunya, and there's another where you don't do where you don't do some what do you call ikhfa, because dunya you should have said dunya. Yeah, bunyan, yeah, bunyan. So they are like that, yeah. So dunya is also like that. You don't do ikhfa, dunya, you don't say, because the word itself changes. Dunyanun, bunyanun, qinwanun, sinwanun in the Quran. Yeah, dunya, sinwan, qinwan, bunyan, yeah, DSQB. In tajweed. So similarly, this is also just in alif, but yeah, this is some special word, I guess. So maybe. And hubla is alif maqsura. Fatawa is legal verdicts. Hadaya, gifts, hadiya. This is also an alif. So, maybe it's alif after ya. Maybe the rule is alif, because alif maqsura should be this. Alif mamduda should be this. But why is he giving off only an alif? Maybe it's alif after ya, because alif after ya. Maybe. Or only alifs anyways, because alif anyways you won't give muqaddara, no? Anyways. Wa sahra'u, deserts. Wa hamra'u, red. Ahmad's plural, feminine is hamra. Fuqara'u, faqir, fuqara. Sadiq, asdiqa. And these are the alif mamduda examples. So first reason, what? Alif tanith al maqsura al mamduda, right? If you have a Musa, 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 the ya without dots, and the alif, make it diptotes. I mean, doesn't matter. Here it matters, yeah. Il alif mamduda, it matters. Sahra'u, hamra'u, fuqara'u. In sarf, you learn later on, it should not be changed from something. It should be extra alif hamza. I mean, if you do sarf someday, it should be extra alif hamza. Sometimes what happens is the wow and the ya at the end changes into a hamza, like asdiqaun, sadiqun, because I used to get confused a lot. Like, why is asdiqaun taking a tanween? So it was actually astiqa wun or something. And then it got changed into astiqa because, oh, I see alif hamza and astiqa takes it uh, tanween. Correct. So it's not all alif hamza. So from that time onwards, when I learned that rule, I used to consider all alif hamzas to be diptotes. But from that time, I'm like looking at it. If it's extra alif and hamza, and it should be sign of female, then only it happens. Ma kana or atibaun, for example. Atibaun also doesn't take. So it's like, what? Why doesn't it take? Atibaun. Why is it taking? I thought all alif hamzas should be ghair munsarif. Atibaun was actually something changed and something happened to this word. Atbibaun. It was actually atbibaun or something. There's some story behind this. I think he brought that story in some key or somewhere. Why it is like that and so on. ما كان على وزن منتهى الجموع. And what is the منتهى الجموع pattern? مفاعيل pattern. وهو على ما كان على وزني مفاعيل ومفاعيل. But remember, it's not always mafa'il. It could be fa'il also. He gave it. The meme should be first. So I thought meme should be always first. No. It could be on the pattern like washbahihima. So he explains through this. Washbahihima. And they're similar ones. How do you know which is similar? You look at this alif. Alif. So alif after that 2 letters. Alif after that 3 letters. I didn't understand this when I studied. I later on read in other books. We look at this alif. We don't look at the meme. I thought we have to look at the meme. Wamin amthilatihi, and from its examples are masajidu. Fine, we have the meme here. But anyways, mafatihu, keys, fanadiqu. Now fanadiqu, where's the meme? And I was like, where is the meme? No, we don't look at the meme. There are some other patterns like that, but we look at the alif. Alif after that 2 letters or 3. Shawari'u, shari' plural shawari, streets. Rasailu, alif 2 letters. Risalatun, rasail letters. Fanajinu, cups, finjan, fanajin, cups. Asabi, usbu, asabi. See, alif and 3 letters now. And some people say middle letter should be a ya. Yeah, but it's fine. 3 letters and the middle one should be a sukun is also fine. Or middle one should be a ya is also fine. I think. Yeah. Ya with a sukun. Asabi, weeks, and tha'abin, snakes. Thu'ban, tha'abin. It's just all this again. وَكَذَلِكَ يُمْنَعُ مِنَ الصَّرْفِ الْمُفْرَدُ الَّذِي عَلَى وَزْنِ مُنْتَهَى الْجُمُوعِ. And any singular. So should it be a plural? No. Any singular word on that pattern itself, right? That will also become mamnu min as-sarf, like tamatim, right? Tomatoes. So you might be like, okay, tomato is 1 tomato, right? But alif and then 2 letters. So Arabs, they were like, okay, we'll make tamatim also. Ghair munsarif. Batatis, potatoes. So alif and 2 letters. It's not plural, huh? It's singular. Tabashir, chalk pieces. Oh, 1 chalk, I think. Yeah, 1 chalk, tabashir. And saravil, pants. Sirwal, saravil, pants. So pantaloons, yeah, the pants, trousers. Correct. These are singular words, but again, same pattern. That is also fine. So what is he teaching here? One super reasons. One reason was alif of female, mamduda and maksura. And the other is muntahal jumu patterns. Muntahal jumu. So anytime you see these patterns, khalas, make them a diptote. That's it. These are the only 2 super reasons, or 3 maybe. Maksura, mamduda, you can count them as separate. But yeah, 2 big reasons where you have to make it mamnu min as-sarf. Then we have illatain. Mamnu min as-sarf li illatain for 2 reasons. 2 reasons. So what are the 2 reasons? The first reason should be, it should be imma alamun. It should be either a name or imma sifatun, or a wasf or a sifa, or a descriptive noun. Sifa doesn't mean adjective here. You could say adjective, but it's really a descriptive noun, like numbers or something describing colors. Al-alamun mamnu min as-sarf. Now he'll talk about this. Many books, they start their lessons with these topics. If you read many books, and that's why you should not go into those books in the beginning, because they start, you'll be like holding your head. What is all this going on? Right? Yeah. You should start with practical grammar, inshallah. And Madina books is the best, of course. Al-alamu mamnu min as-sarf. Alam, noun, is a diptote. Yumna'u al-alamu min as-sarf idha kan. So name, right? Name plus so many things. Name plus so many things, like name plus feminine, name plus foreign, name plus compound, name plus anu, name plus adl. So all this will be name plus 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 plus. So a name plus female. If it is a name plus feminine, make it diptot, right? Because this is very common doubt which I get, like, oh, why sayaratun? Sayaratun munsarif. I thought females do not take Tadween. No, female names. Female names. Even I used to think that. Right. And then I realized it's female names, not just all female. Muannathan. Muannathan. In my book one days. Wamin amthilati, and from its examples is Aminatu, Zainabu. Amina, Zainab, Hamzatu. Now you might be like, Hamza is not a female name. Yes, it is. Because of the ta marbuta. He gives a footnote for that. Aminatu, lafdhuha wa musammaha kilahuma muannath. They explain in a complicated way. They said lafdhuhuma, the word, and musammaha, and the person being named is all both are female. The person, it's both are female. Correct? Muannath. Zainabu lafdhuha mudhakkar. He gives an example of Zainab. Zainab, the word level, it's masculine. Correct? Wa musammaha, and the person is female. Because Zainab, you might look like, okay, where is the sign of female? The ta marbuta is not there. Alif maksura is not there. Alif mamduda is not. Yeah, but the person who's being called is female, right? But Hamzatu lafdhuha muannathun wa musammaha mudakkar. The word level is feminine, right? The word is feminine, but the person is a male. The person is a male. So there are two things, yeah? The word plus person. It could be a mismatch of, I mean, you can do anything. The word could be feminine and the person could be male, or both could be female, or this could be male, the word like Zainab, but the person is female, yeah? So all these combinations of the word level as well as the person whom you're calling, musamma. Right? I hope it is clear. It's just roundabout way of saying things, yeah? But remember, if it is female, khalas, either word level or either the person name, make it dipto, right? Like meaning wise, it is female. Like Zainab is not a boy's name. So that's why. إذا كان العلم المؤنث ثلاثي. But there's an exception. Obviously, they like 3-letter words. Arabs like 3-letter words. So the exception is what? إذا كان العلم المؤنث ثلاثيا. If it is ثلاثي, 3 letters. ساكن الوسط, and the middle letter should be a sukun. كهندو, Hind, Dad, Reemun, all these are names. Reem, Hind. Jaza sarfuhu wa man'uhu. You can do Hindun, Dadun, Reemun, or you can do Hindu, Dadu, Reemu. Jaza sarfuhu, you can do Tanween. Wa man'uhu awla. But prevention is better. That means make it Hindu, make it a diptote. That's better. Awla. Because some people said Hindun. So it's fine, but make it Hindu. Hind is a name, right? Female name. So first reason was what? So he's now he's talking about 2 reasons, right? It's all theory, right? Then a name plus foreign. It should be Ajami. Ajami name. ومن أمثلة example Ibrahimu, Pakistanu, Londonu. Foreign names. But the exception again, 3 letters. They like 3 letters. إذا كان العلم العجمي ثلاثيا. 3 letters. ساكن الوسط, and the middle letter is sukun. مذكرا انصرف. It should be masculine, not feminine. Why? Because if it is feminine, it comes in above category. Yeah? It comes here. But if it is masculine, there's no choice now. Arabs, for masculine names, foreign names, they made it munsarif. انصرف. ومن أمثلة نوح عليه السلام, نوح, شيت, لوط. Sheet عليه السلام, one of the prophets. Lut, George, Georgian, Khanun, Shahun, foreign names. So why does all these names have tanween, 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 tanween? Why? Because 3 letters sukun in the middle, and foreign names 3 letters sukun. This is like these 3 letters, no? Because everything is 3 letters mostly, verbs also 3 root letters, no? أما الثلاثي الساكن الوسط المؤنث فيمنع ومن أمثلته. As for ثلاثي الساكن الوسط, 3 letters with sukun and feminine, but it's not a name. It's not a name. فيمنع. So it is made a diptote, he says. You make it يعني يمنع من الصرف. ومن أمثلته, for example, بلخ. بلخ, it's a city name. حمص, Nice, Madina in France. Balkh, Hims, and Nice are cities in France, it says. Nice is a city in France. Mushu, Madinatun fi Turkey. Mush is a city in Turkey. So city names, I mean, fine. So you might be like 3 letters, right? Oh, one, two, three. Middle letter is sukun. Oh, we have to make it, like this. Uh, so I said it should not be names of people, but it's a city names he's giving. Okay. I mean, anyways. معدولا, معدول, عدل means change. أي كان على وزن فعل. It's on the pattern of فعل. ومن أمثلته عمر, زفر, زحل, هبل, قزح, bow. قزح is a bow, rainbow. قزح, قوس. No, قوس is a bow. قزح is rainbow or something. Okay. So this was the third reason, معدول, عدل. So name plus feminine, name plus foreign, name plus transformation. Then we have name plus مختوما بالألف نون. ألف النون زائدتان. It should be extra alif and nun. ومن أمثلته, from its examples, is Marwanu. Marwanu, why is it a diptode? Anu, anu, anu. Ramadanu, Sha'banu, Uthmanu. Very simple, yeah, inshallah. Ala wazni fi'lin. It's on the pattern of a verb. Like, it's like ذهب يذهب. Like that pattern, whatever pattern. من أمثلته Ahmad. Ahmad was also Hamida Yahmadu Ahmad. I praise. The name was also Ahmad. So it's غير منصرف. يزيد, زاد يزيد. فعل مضارع. Or it could be murakkaban. Tarkiban masjiyan. It should be a compound, which is a compound, masji means, it's a mixed compound. It's not like mudaf ilayhi compound. It's nadiyan, it's called. Like mudaf ilayhi, Abdullahi. That is, Abdu was a separate word. Abdullah is a separate one. They both came together. But masjiyan means they both mixed together and became a fully like a compound. Like you cannot separate. Mad is separate or whatever. It became one word. Like Hadramaut. Literally, it was death appeared to, right? Hadara mautu or mautun, and became one word. You cannot separate them now. It's called masjid. So it should be you cannot separate the words now. It should not be mudaf ilayhi or fail file. They'll give an example of fail file. Like this is fail file, no? Hadara mautun. But they became one. So it became a name now, Hadramaut. So death came. I don't know why the name is called Hadramaut, but yeah. And this is what it was. It became Murakam. So all these are, so name plus 6 things, he says. Feminine, foreign, transformation, alifun nun zaidatan, verb pattern, compound. Compound. Then asifa. Now, no, we are not talking about names now, but descriptive nouns. Al-mamnu' min as-sarf, asifa. The descriptive nouns, tumna'u sifatu min as-sarf idha kanat ala wazni af'al. So it should be on the pattern of af'al. Wa min amthilati, colors, akbaru. So why is Akbaru? It's on the pattern of Afal. Akbar is not a name. I mean, nowadays the people put Akbar name also. Akbar, King Akbar and all that. Ahsan, Ahmar. But previously, it was a descriptive noun. Akbar, bigger. Ahsan, Ahmar, red. Descriptive noun. Afal pattern. وَيُشْتَرَطُ فِيهَا أَلَّا تُؤَنَّثَ بِالتَّاءِ. But they have another condition for this. The condition is what? It should not have feminine with a ta. Why? فَإِذَا أُنِّثَتْ بِالتَّاءِ انصرفت. But if it is ending with a ta, make it munsarif. For example, أرمل. أرمل. فَإِنَّ مُؤَنَّثَهُ أَرْمَلَةٌ. Armal is, I don't know what is Armal. A person who's, yeah, widow. Yeah, widower and a widow. Yeah. A person whose husband or wife has died. This is a wife has died and Armala is a husband. This is a widower and this is a widow. Armalah. So you might be like, okay, Armal is on the pattern of Af'al. No, it has a ta. Female is a ta. So Arabs didn't like making, Armalun. So one exception for this. There are other exceptions also for this. The muannas should not be fa'ala. In some of the books, they bring this. Muannas should not be something. There's a condition I forgot. But yeah, one of the conditions should not take a ta. Ala wazni fa'alan. And the other pattern is on the word fa'alan, like jawanu, hungry, shabanu, full, achanu, thirsty, mal'anu, full again. The cup is full. Huh? This is satisfied. Shaban means satisfied. This is two patterns. So you have to remember for nouns, you have to remember two patterns, af'al and fa'alan. I mean, similar like now names, right? For descriptive nouns, you remember two patterns. You can remember red and here hungry, red and hungry, or red and angry, ghadban. Then you have changed nouns, descriptive noun, not names. Wasifatu ma'dulatu shay'an. Ma'dula. And there are two things he says. Al-adad alladhi ma ala wazni fu'al wa maf'al, which is on the pattern. Waznay fu'al wa maf'al, which is on the pattern. Just theory, no? It's all theory. This is how the last lesson is. Fu'al and maf'al. Boring, no? وَمِنْ أَمْثِلَتِهِ ثُلَاثُ. Thulathu. Like thulathu was 3 into 3 or 3 by 3. Ruba'u 4 4. Mathna 2 2. Mathlas 3 3. And for thulathu ma'dulatin and thalathata thalathata. So sulath is actually 3 3. And kalimatu ukhra. Ukhar also. The word ukhar also. Fu'al no. Ukhar. This is also غير منصرف. And he explains the meaning of adl. معنى العدل في هذه الكلمة أنها جمع أخرى وهي تأنيث آخر. For this he says. Adl in this word is that it was the plural of أخرى وهي التأنيث, and it is feminine, no? آخر's feminine is أخرى. وآخر على وزن أفعل التفضيل الذي لا يجمع ولا يؤنث ما دام نكرة. And it is a تفضيل, like اسم التفضيل, no? Like آخر أفعل pattern. لا يجمع, no plural, and it does not make female, he says, as long as it is nakira. وليس كذلك آخر فإنه يجمع وينث. It is not like آخر, which is made plural and feminine. It's just a reason, because he says for this, I don't know what he's talking about, because he وآخر على وزن أفعل. Now آخر should not be on the pattern of أفعل, correct? With the hamza, no? آخر, it was actually آخر. So he's talking about أفعل now. أفعل, right? When you're comparing, say you want to say the children are bigger than, men are bigger than children. So ar-rijalu akbaru min al-awladi. Now rijalu, you don't say akbaruna. You don't make it, or you don't make, you make it female also. So this word, he says, af'alu tafdil, has no plural and no female. Ma dama nakiran, as long as they're nakira. But if you add alif lam, al-akbaruna, then it's fine. But akhar, the word akhar can be made into plural, akharuna. So, and it is made female also, ukhra. Wala yudhkaru ba'da min, and does not come after min, he says. Wa ukharu min hadhin nahiyati ma'dulatan an ismi tafdil fa muni'at min as-sarf. So he's giving all these reasons, a footnote. And this was from change from the other type, right? So ukhar was changed from this type. So that's why it's mamnu min as-sarf. Some reason for ukhar, yeah? All this reason, because akhar was not like a typical word. It was like, different. So ukhar is also different. Okay. What are the rulings? Like, all the reasons he gave. So descriptive nouns are small. Descriptive af'al, fa'alan, and then fu'al and maf'al. 4 patterns we can remember. That's it. Yeah. 4 patterns. And ukhar also. It's on fu'al anyways. But 4 patterns for descriptions. Af'al, fa'alan, and then fu'al, maf'al, and also ukhar. So what are the rulings? Al-mamnu min as-sarfi la yunawwan. Don't give tanween. First ruling is what? Don't give tanween. Mamnu min as-sarf, don't give tanween. Wa yujarru bil fathati ma lam yakun mudafan. And you make majroor with a fatha. No kasras also. Ma lam yakun mudafan. Until and unless it is not mudaf. If you make it mudaf, make it normal. Or muhalla bi al, or decorated with al, that means attached with alif lam. فَإِذَا أُضِيفَ وَحُلِّيَ بِأَلْ, if it is made mudaf or حُلِّيَ بِأَلْ, or added alif lam, جُرَّ بِالْكَسْرَةِ, it is made majroor with a kasra. For example, darastu or darastu fi madarisa kathiratan. Fi came, you should say, oh, where's the kasra? This doesn't take kasra because diptot. Fi madarisa kathiratan. I taught in various schools. Darastu fi madarisil mamlakati. I taught in the kingdom schools. Now mudaf, right? Mudaf, remember mudaf, no diptotes when you're making anything mudaf. Right? Nothing is a diptot. So madarisi, give a kasra. Darastu fi kathiri min al madarisi. I taught in many of these schools. Alif lam, whenever you attach alif lam, no diptotes. Alif lam comes and breaks all this diptot and all that. And mudaf also. So one reason diptotes make how to make a diptot into triptot, munsarif, ghair munsarif into munsarif, you make it mudaf or add alif lam. Third حكم is ruling is المنقوص من الجمع المتناهي يعامل معاملة المنقوص من المنصرف فتحذف ياؤه ورفعا وجرا وينون نحو منقوص. Again, manqus is back. Book 3, first lesson, it taught us manqus like qadin, qadin, qadin. Min al jam'i, from the plural. Al mutanahi, ending jam al mutanahi means muntahal jumu. So you have something like alif and two letters or whatever. Yu'amalu mu'amalat al manqus. You deal with the manqus dealing. I mean, treat it like manqus. Min al munsarif, like munsarif. وَتُحْذَفُ يَاؤُهُ رَفْعًا وَجَرًّا. So when it is marfu and jar, you drop the ya. وينون and give a tanween. Okay, see معنى المرفوع هذه الكلمة لها معان. So you might be like, wait, what معان? You might be like, okay, معانا, the plural is معاني, معانين, actually معانين, no, it's like this. So you, okay, fine, you have alif and two letters, yeah, but the last letter is a ya. So what they did was they dropped this and just left with a ma'anin. Yeah? Manqus. Treat it like manqus, it says. Don't look at all these things which we learned just now. Treat it like ma'anin. So you might think, okay, this is muntahal mafa'il pattern is following and all that. No, don't see all that. Just remember qadin, ma'anin. This is a plural. Ma'anin is a plural. But give it tanween. Give it tanween. Why kasra? Well, we learned, no, qadin doesn't take, it was literally ma'aniyun. Similarly, qadiyun, no. Al-Mansub, we remember, if you remember Manqus, the ya comes back. Qadin, qadiyan, similarly ma'aniyan or ma'aniya. أعرف معاني كثيرة لهذه الكلمة. I know a lot of meanings from this thing. Ma'aniya, not qadiyan, it should be qadiya. Ma'aniya, fatha. We don't give fathatan. Just some ruling of manqus, ma'aniya. Al-majud tusta'malu hadhihi al-kalimatu bi ma'anin kathiratan. This word is used in many meanings. Tamarin, here's some exercises for all this, theory. Point out all the instances. We did all the instances. You can see the answers. All the instances, William, Makkar, and give the reasons. And this is just practice. Like William, لِأَنَّهُ عَلَمٌ عَجَمِيٌّ. So you can try it out. We already did, no? لِأَنَّهُ عَلَمٌ مُرَكَّبٌ تَرْكِيبًا مَزْجِيًا. Oh, you can write down all this, inshallah. Okay. Point out the mamnu min as-sarf in the verses and give the reasons. أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِأَحْكَمِ الْحَاكِمِينَ. Is not Allah the best of judges? Now, ahkami. Oh, it's af'al pattern. Why does it take a kasra? Well, it is mudaf. So it is a munsarif now. Why? What? Second exercise, right? Oh, second exercise also point out all the instances. This thing. But here, this is the last one. Sababu man'uhu li'annahu sifa ala wazni af'al. Very simple. And sababu jarrihi bil kasra li'annahu mudaf. Why is it kasra? Because it's more. I hope it is easy, inshallah. You can help me with this. وَحُلُّوا أَسَاوِرَ مِن فِضَّةٍ. And they'll be decorated. They'll be, and not decorated. They'll be made to wear bracelets from fidda, from silver. So why is asawira mansub? Oh, غير munsarif. Why not asawirun? Asawir, yeah. Yeah, we know it's asawir, but why? Alif, two letters, yes, correct. Muntahal jumu. Fala uqsimu bi rabbil. So we can say alif liannahu, which is on the pattern of jamul mutanahi, muntahal jumu. Liannahu ala wazni muntahal jumu. Fala uqsimu bi rabbil mashariqi wal magharib. Nay, I swear by the Lord of the west and the east. West and the east. This is plural, but it has alif lam. Alif and two letters has come. But by the way, in the Quran, generally they follow the Uthmani script, no? So you might say, where's the alif? They put a dagger alif like this small. Why? Because to match with what Uthman radiallahu anhu wrote in the Mus'haf. So previously they used to write in ways through which um, the Quran was written, so that it can, all the recitation should come in it. So Uthman radiallahu anh, he brought the Muthaf, Usmani Muthaf, so that this word, some people might have said something else or whatever. So he wrote in such a way, all the recitations were combined into the Uthmani Muthaf. So that's why some spellings, yeah, it has alif lam. So some spellings in the Quran are different. Huh? Like mashariq, while we generally write, we write it in the alif, like this, mashariq, but they wrote it like this. You might be like, where's the alif now? So you put a alif, dagger alif in the mushaf. For the recitation, no? 10 recitations or 7 recitations, all those. La taqrabu salata wa antum sukara. Don't go near the prayer while you're drunk. So sukara, one big reason, a super reason. What is a super reason? The alif mamduda. Alif mamduda. That's why it's mamnu min as-sarf. Am kuntum shuhada'a idh hadara Yaqub al-maut. Where you witnesses when death appeared to Yaqub. Shuhada'a alif mamduda. Correct. Very simple, inshallah. Rewrite the following sentence. You have to rewrite all these sentences. Use the word jawar in 3 sentences. You can do this. Jawarin is giving for ma'anin examples. Ja'at jawarin. Jawar are girls. Huh? Jariyatun jawarin. The girls came. Ra'aytu jawariya. I saw the girls. So fatha. Tahaddathtu ila jawarin. I spoke to jawar, the girls. So kasra. Here give you fatha. Like Manqusi is giving examples for ma'anin, no? Just an exercise for ma'anin. في عائشة منعت الكلمة الأولى من الصرف ولم تمنع الثانية لما. This word عائشة. In the sentence عائشة, the first word has no tanween while the second one has. So this is like a sentence. Aisha came and another Aisha came with her. So there's Aisha who's coming, but we are saying another Aisha. Now this is a name, Marifa, no? This is Marifa as well as female. This is fine. But why is this taking Tanween? Why is this? He's not giving that example. Okay, I'm talking about something else. Sorry. That is Aisha came and another Aisha came with her. That is also doesn't take, takes Tanween. Aisha tu Nukhra. Why? Because that is not a name then. We're describing another Aisha came, kind of. So that is fine. But this is a sentence, Aisha to Aisha. This means Aisha lives, or Aisha is living. I think he means, yeah, Aisha is Aishatun. So this is why this is a name plus female, but this is not a name. This is Ismul Fail, or Ismul File, sorry. From Aisha Ya'ishu, Aishatun. So why is Aisha Aishatun? That means Aisha lives. الكلمة الأولى ممنوعة من الصرف لأنها علم مؤنث. The first word is mamnu because it's a name and muannath. أما الكلمة الثانية فليست علما. It's not a name. It's not a name. I mean, looking by the way you look, it's a name. But you want to say she lives or she's living. Aisha is living. Fine. لم يمنع أرنب من الصرف مع أنه على وزن فعل. Arnab, right? You might think Arnab is a rabbit. You might think Arnab is a rabbit, so why is it gets a tanween, right? Af'al pattern. Can you tell me why? Af'al pattern. Why is Arnab, a rabbit? It takes tanween. Very simple. Because it's not a name, not a descriptive noun. Is it a name? I mean, it's not a name of some person, no? And it's not, you're not describing someone. You could describe, no. It's not a sifa, but yeah. Yeah, just regular noun. Yeah, just some noun, a common noun you say in English. Not common noun. It's not a proper noun. It's just a rabbit. If you call some person a rabbit, then maybe I don't know what, but I don't know. But when you say he's a coward, you say huwa al-nabun. He's a rabbit. All right. Mathil. مثل لي جر الممنوع من الصرف بالكسرة بسبب الإضافة. He give example for مضاف مضاف إليه. I mean, you can see درست في مدارس المملكة. How do you make a diptote triptote? Make it مضاف. Just some example, last exercises. No? مثل لي جر الممنوع من الصرف بالكسرة بسبب التحلية بأل. Add alif tam to it. So درست في كثير من المدارس. Very simple. Just give an example of each of the following. مثل لكل مما يأتي. الصفة المعدولة. Descriptive noun which is معدولة change. So like أحمر, red color. Very simple. العلم العجمي. Foreign name إبراهيم. الصفة التي على وزن فعلان. The descriptive noun on the pattern of فعلان, that is Uthmanu. Oh, he says descriptive, Jawan, hungry or angry. There's a way to remember all the words, no? Like you can remember the name of the Prophet Sallallahu Ahmad, his mother Amina, and then his forefathers like Ibrahim alayhi salam, right? Abu, like Ibrahim alayhi salam. So three names, yeah? Ahmad, Amina, Ibrahim. And then the second Khalifa, Umar. And then the third Khalifa, Uthmanu. What did person is covered? Arnabun, right? A rabbit. And then these are five names. So Ahmad, Amina, Ibrahim, Uthman, Umar, Uthman. Why so rabbits? I don't know. Rabbits are like small animals or something. They say he's a cow. Like a rabbit, he ran away like a rabbit. And so yeah, these five names, and then red and angry, Ahmar and Ghadbanu. So all seven, all of them fall into these, no? Al-Alam al-Muannath. Saslu. Al-Alam al-Muannathu. A feminine name, Fatimatu. Al-Alam al-Ma'dul. Name which is changed, Umaru. You can try it out, all these exercises. As-Sifatu allati ala wazni afal. Descriptive noun, color, Ahmar. Al-Alam al-Makhtuf. Makhtumi bi alif al-Nun zaidatain. The noun which is ending with alif and noon, extra alif and noon, Uthmanu, Uthman. Al-Alam al-Murakkab, Ma'di Karib, a name, compound noun. I'm giving you the answers, but you can try it out because this is just, he's just trying us to memorize colors and defects also. Yeah, defects also, yeah. Because you say someone is blind, no? Ama, awar, blind in one eye. Al-Jamul Mutanahi, ending plurals, مفاعيل, مساجد. الاسم المختوم بألف التانيث الممدودة أو. So صحراء or whatever. You can see the answers. حمراء. الاسم المخطوف بألف مختوم بألف التانيث المقصورة حبلى فتاوى. المنقوص من الجمع المتناهي. منقوص means جمع المتناهي. This is like معان. ليال, nights, Layla, علم المؤنث المنصرف. A noun which is muannas and munsarif, feminine and munsarif. A name. Alam. So Hind. Alalum al-ajabil munsarif, Nuhan. Right? It might take a long time to, think about it, because for beginners, all these like technical terms, and you have to remember these technical terms. So that's why this lesson might be a little, this exercise or few exercises might be difficult, because first you have to remember alam is what? What is alam? So you have to think alam is this thing. And then makhtum bi alif al-tanith al-maqsura. You have to remember like that. So that's why this might be a little, difficult lesson. With little practice, yeah, it'll be fine, yeah, inshallah. Both proper nouns, Ibrahim and Lut, are non-Arabic. But first does not accept tanween while the second does. Why? Inshallah. So he says Ibrahim, why? I mean, he's repeating it again and again. Why? We know why. Ibrahim kilahuma ajami. Why? Because Ibrahim is a name which is foreign, but Lut is also foreign, but 3 letters sukun. Yes, 3 letters. Yes. He wants us to remember. So he's bringing whereas. Yeah. And mil sukun, yeah, fine. Jurj, balkhun kilahuma ajami. Wa thulathiyun sakinul wasat. Jurj, both of them are foreign, but 3 letters. Faliman saraf al-awwal. Why did this one come? And why did not come Balkh? ولم ينصرف الآخر. Well, this is not a name. I mean, it's a name of a city, right? This is this one. See, Jujun. It should be female. It's female. Yeah. For masculine names, make it give tanween. Feminine names don't. Feminine names don't. Balkh. Okay, fine. Last question, I guess, of the book. Ayyu alimin yajuzu sarfuhu wa man'uhu. Which name you can do both sarf and mana? So the last is Hindu. Hind. All feminine names, no? Feminine names of people with three letters, not all, sorry. Three-letter feminine names with sukun in the middle. You give both is fine. Hindu, for example, Hind. العلم المؤنث العربي إذا كان ثلاثيا ساكن الوسط كهند ودعة. A feminine name, Arabic feminine name, if it is three letters, sukun in the middle, like Hind and Da'at. With this, we have finished the lessons, all of the lessons. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So now what he'll do is, he'll give all the patterns of masdars, because he realized he brought masdars in various lessons. One list should be there to bring the masdars. I mean, you can't memorize anyways, but yeah, he brings how many masdars? 27 patterns of masdars. Also, there are probably tens of them. And patterns of Jam' Taksir, broken plural pattern. This also, remember, he brought Mayor. This also you cannot memorize, obviously. But he'll bring a list of whatever, this is there. Oh, this is, yeah, Jam' Taksir. Yeah. Oh, he broken plural, he's dividing into these things. So he gives some rulings of Jammu Khilla and Jammu Kathra. Okay, we'll learn this, inshallah. So a little bit rules here and there on the patterns of broken plural patterns. How many patterns he brings? 23 patterns. We'll just read them. I mean, we can't memorize them, but maybe one or two we might remember. Then we have final exercises. So inshallah, next class, we'll do final exercises as well as. So he has how many questions? 30 questions, I believe. So he revised the book. His way of revising is through an exam. This is like an exam. 36 questions. 36 questions. Well, he'll repeat many of the rules. And we have a book, Ajriba, the answers for this. So we'll read the question and try to answer on our own. If we don't remember, then we'll go back and, he'll do some Arab lessons also. Give the Arab of these, give the Arab of these, give the Arab of. So you have to say fa'ilun, marfu'un, a little bit, Arab practice. And with that, we will be done with the book. I mean, we are already done, technically. It's just covering up a little bit here and there. Right. We'll read this, inshallah. No issues. We'll read this because maybe I'll remember some words, inshallah. And maybe after teaching so many times, I might remember many of the patterns. Okay. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. With this, we have finished book 3, alhamdulillah. Book 3, we've actually gone along, in the Urdu batch, we finished in 90 videos, but alhamdulillah, in English, we went very long, almost 130, 140 videos, 37, 59, 87. 183 videos. We'll almost double them. Subhanallah. Next batch won't be so long, I guess, because we won't go into so much detail next batches. I'll try to speak a little less, inshallah. Imagine someone watching 185 videos. Very difficult. But yes, we finished, alhamdulillah. We started book 1 in 3 years ago, 9th June 2019. Alhamdulillah. So 20, 21, 22, June. It took us 3 years and July, August, September, October, November. 5 months. 3 years and 5 months. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. 3 years and 5 months. Almost 4 years, 3.5. Alhamdulillah. Book 3 we've started on 2 years ago. What's the exact date? 29th September. 21, 22 years for book 3. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallahu khairan. One can watch with double speed, yeah. Inshallah. Uh, Barakallahu feekum. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. One of my friend, he last week he passed away. May Allah forgive him. He studied book 1 with us. He was a student also, and he wanted to study book 2, but he was 22 years old. May Allah forgive him. And he just passed away. He just woke up and he passed away at 4 o'clock in the morning. May Allah forgive him and give him Jannatul Firdaus. He used to come into the masjid sessions very energetic. He used to teach Quran. He was just studying, but still he was to teach Quran. Heart attack, they say, Allahu Akbar. His heart failed or something in the morning. 22, 23 years old. He just got married in May. His child is about to come. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May Allah forgive him. And I have all his audios. I listen and he was very, he used to reply also, please let us learn, study book 2. I might pass before that or something. He messaged, right? Death can come anytime, subhanAllah. And nobody believed him. May Allah forgive him, inshallah ta'ala. 4 or 5 years. He worked a lot. He used to teach Quran in various masajids. Always loved the Quran, and may Allah forgive him. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. So death can come anytime. Let us keep studying and becoming closer to the Quran, so that it might be a means for our salvation, inshallah ta'ala. جزاك الله خير. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك. السلام عليكم.